Hello, how are you? I'm doing great. When you send me a DM, that's usually the start of a conversation. Right now, this morning, I woke up with messages. Hey, should I sell? Is this the end? Is the crypto bull market over? I'm also just a person, so just relax. Also, next to that, if you feel so much panic in the markets, it's time to start decreasing your positions and also to increase your knowledge in the markets in general. For newcomers, this is the first time that you're experiencing that the market doesn't go up all the time, it goes down as well. But today, the altcoins are still doing fine in the Bitcoin pairs, as the Bitcoin pairs are the core focus. So, we're going to discuss Bitcoin and what's next on it. And before that, I will say to you, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, as I'm close to 100k subscribers, and that's when I get verified. So please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also like this, despite the bear market that we are in, or that's what everybody is saying. And for me, it's just a corrective move. Yes. And also do not forget to comment if you want to see some special content, and do not forget to follow me on Insta and Twitter too. So let's get to it. If we get to the charts, I've got the daily chart first, but I think I should show the weekly beforehand. What you usually see in those price structures in itself is that when you see a run up, it comes back to the previous area of support for a retest. That's also usually what you see on those altcoins. When they make a run, they come back down to that level to make a retest before it continues to move. So yes, we've lost the 21-week MA, and that was the first real thing that I was looking at as an indicator. But maybe we are in a cycle where the cycle takes longer, and therefore we are not using that as our core indicator. So then I'm flipping back to price action, as that's the sole basis of my entire strategy here, through which we can see that such a retest is currently happening once again. As in 2016, we did see a similar block. We did make this retest, dipped into it, bounced back, and had a 4-month sideways consolidation. Now, we also see the exact same after the halving period. So we broke out, we came all the way back to dip into the support and continue to run. So in this case, people are expecting or seeing Bitcoin to 28k and 19k. Could be, like, who knows. However, it would destroy the entire structure of a bull cycle at this stage, as in a bull cycle you don't want to see the price drop beneath that critical area of support, which is this entire region. So if we, and I've discussed this yesterday in the update as well, dipping into the support is fine. But you don't want to get to the bottom of that range, as that would initiate a further downwards momentum. Next to that, you should be aware of the fact that currently every negative news will get into the spotlight as it suits your bias. It's fear right now. People are only going to expect further downwards momentum, through which some people are actually going to sell here at 39k, expecting 28k to happen. And then all of a sudden the market reverses, and you have to buy back at a way higher level, because when we reverse, that's what you see here as well. When we reverse, the weekly becomes a wick, and we don't get back to those lower levels anymore. So for you, should you be selling your Bitcoin or your crypto right now? Well, if you're completely new, you are experiencing the first real correction in the markets, and we have not seen one since the entire run. So welcome. But you should not be selling your crypto at all. And next to that, should you be buying crypto here? Well, the DMs that I got when Bitcoin was 60k was literally, should I buy right now? So right now I'm getting the DMs with, should I sell? And I think that's already the lesson in there. If you have liquidity, these are the moments that you want to get into. And probably when the market is going to reverse, we get new bullish news within 2 or 3 days afterwards. Because in the end, the market is an open market and a game. So that's my monologue regarding Bitcoin on a weekly time frame. We got Bitcoin on the daily time frame as well, and then we get this into the charts, as the daily time frame shows a little bit more information about the structure of the market at this stage, in which we can see that we've lost this breaker. I was assuming that we were testing this range or maybe the range low. Once again, and I've said it, the dip is further than I wanted to, as I was assuming the 21-week MA would hold, or at least the range low. But right now we are into the critical area of support. This is literally the last hurdle before a further continuation down, obviously. But like, this is the final hurdle if you want to remain bullish, in my perspective. The RSI of the daily of Bitcoin, I'm not looking to it too much, but it's at its lowest point since March 2020. Next to that, we've got fear levels, which are at the exact same level. We're seeing an increased volume here in liquidity, or we see an increased volume, and we are dipping into this critical area of support. Is that going to mean that we're going to reverse in one go? No, obviously not. But we've got a nice range that we're going to act into, and most likely we're going to see altcoins do well in general when Bitcoin is bottomed out. So let's look at the 4 hour, for instance, to see what we're seeing right now. We do see increased volume. That's great. But we also see that we still have those lower highs and lower lows. So what is most likely going to happen at this stage, and I might even want to switch to the 1 hour. Let's just keep it 4 hour at this stage. What is the critical area that we have to break for further upside at this stage? Yes, upside, not downside. That's this zone. You can see that through the entire run, we are making rejections at every previous level. So we reject here. Now, we also do reject here. We also reject here again. So we want to break this level. If we break there, I'm assuming we're going to run towards 48 high again. I've discussed that yesterday. So if we make this bounce and make another drop, or we make this drop bounce and make a higher low, very likely that we're going to make this break. So you want to look at the fact that we're going to make this higher low, meaning that this bullish divergence that we potentially are creating here becomes valid. And once we do, I think we're going to break upwards to 49 pretty fast, after which we drop back down towards here and start to run up again. That is the scenario that I'm looking at, given the fact that we are looking at a very substantial time frame, or at least support area on the weekly. 1 hour doesn't show much. 1 hour shows this critical level here that we also have to break. So that's the first one, around 40k. So that's about it. Then when we look at altcoins, first one I want to look at is Cardano at this stage. You can see that we had this big runner. You can see these examples of prior big moves as well. And you can see what the critical area is for Cardano that we have to hold, as we have been holding those here too. It's this entire region that we have, and it dipped into it. So if you want to grant yourself some beautiful opportunities, these are the moments that you want to get into them, and even Cardano is getting to those. And in general, I've been covering those altcoins multiple times. Right now in the final drop down, we can see that there is some pain on the Bitcoin pairs too, as people are really panicking right now. But the overall structure on altcoins, and I show you is SXP and DIA. I can show you multiple other altcoins, Kava as well. They all show that the market is still pretty much focused on Bitcoin at this stage, but that the altcoins are not showing too much weakness, and probably and most likely when Bitcoin is bottomed out in the structure that I just discussed, we're going to see a heavy bounce on altcoins, and then we get that alt season that we wanted in the period when Bitcoin is going to consolidate for multiple months. So, final question, should you be selling your crypto now? No, this is not the moment that you want to sell your crypto. It's a very harsh corrective move, but harsh corrective moves and in one hour or 2 hours, and then we just continue moving and the sentiment flips. So I'll be back later today with a new interview, tomorrow live stream and market update. So do not forget to subscribe. At 100k subs I get verified. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.